So I just finished watching Bugonia, and for some reason, I kept thinking the title sounded like bologna. You know, the sausage from the grocery store. All I knew going in was that it stars Emma Stone.
Get up here!
Look.
Let's dance! Let's dance!
And was directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, who made Poor Things. And honestly, I ended up really enjoying it. It's one of those movies that leaves you a little confused but also curious. Like, what did I just watch? This movie is loaded with hidden meanings and subtle clues that most people probably missed on their first watch. So, in this video, we're going to break it all down, piece by piece. First, we'll look at the inspiration, its real life, and where the story came from. Then, we'll dive into the big mystery. Is Michelle really an alien? And if she is, why does she want to wipe out humanity? But if she's not an alien, then what does it actually mean? And finally, we'll get into the deeper message, what Bugonia is really trying to say about us, our world, and the monsters we've already become. The inspiration. Let's start with the movie's title, Bugonia. It sounds strange, right? Kind of like a mix between biology and botany. But it actually comes from an ancient Greek myth, the belief that bees could be born out of a dead cow's body. Yeah, you heard that right. Back in the day, they thought that if you killed a cow and left its body to rot in the sun, bees would eventually come out of it. According to Will Tracy, the film's writer, who also worked on The Menu and Succession, the word Bugonia is not just some random title. He said, it can also be read as a metaphor for modern civilization. In his words, it's the idea that maybe, even in something corrupt or broken, there's still a chance for rebirth. Something new, maybe even hopeful, can rise from the ashes of what's been destroyed. But what's even cooler is that Tracy did not just pick the name for its meaning, he also loved how it sounds. He described Bugonia as one of those words that feels like everything and nothing at once, like an alien, an insect, a flower, an illness, and even a place you could visit in a dream. But here's something most people don't know. Bugonia is actually a remake of a Korean classic movie called Save the Green Planet. The original film came out back in 2003 and became famous for how weird and creative it was. Although, when Save the Green Planet first came out back in 2003, it was actually a flop. Nobody really watched it. But over the years, something interesting happened. People started to rediscover it. Film fans and critics realized how unique and creative it really was. It started getting love in film festivals, and little by little, it turned into what we now call the cult classic, and that's exactly why Bugonia exists today. Yorgos Lanthimos saw the potential in that story, the chaos, the emotion, and the message underneath it, and decided to bring it back to life in his own style. Both movies follow almost the same story. Two conspiracy theorists kidnap a rich CEO because they believed he's an alien planning to destroy Earth. In the Korean version, the conspiracy theorists were played by Shin Ha-yin and Hwa Jung-min with Bae Han-sik as the CEO, but in the remake, the gender roles are flipped. Emma Stone plays the CEO and Jesse Plemons is one of the kidnappers. So even though Bugonia keeps the same wild idea as Save the Green Planet, Yorgos Lanthimos gives it a fresh twist, turning it into something that feels darker, stranger, and packed with hidden meaning. The big mystery. Is Michelle really an alien? The ending of Bugonia feels exactly like something only Yorgos Lanthimos would make. Weird, funny, and totally mind-bending. In the final moments, Teddy finally takes action against Michelle Fuller, who he believes is an alien pretending to be a powerful CEO, planning to wipe out humanity. But here's the twist. The movie never tells you if he's right or just losing his mind. That's the beauty of it. Whether Michelle is truly an alien or simply a ruthless human. Yes, Michelle is an alien. Alright, Here's the wild part about Bugonia's ending. After denying it the whole movie, Michelle Fuller actually is an alien from Andromeda Galaxy. Turns out, Teddy was not just a paranoid conspiracy guy. He was right the entire time.
I'm an alien.
Just say it convincingly.
At first, it seems like Teddy and Dawn are just losing their minds. Michelle keeps insisting she's human. And when she finally says, "Fine, I'm an alien," it feels like she's just trying to calm them down. But as the story goes on, little clues start adding up, and after Teddy's death, the truth hits. Michelle turns out to be exactly who Teddy suspected she was. And not just any alien. She's the Empress of the Andromeda aliens. Then comes a scene that's equal parts ridiculous and unsettling. Michelle actually communicates with her alien kind through her hair, which is exactly why Teddy cuts it off.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
On top of that, she's hiding a teleporter inside her office closet. Knowing she's an alien makes Teddy's obsession kind of make sense. But the movie does not excuse what he did. The violence, the kidnapping, the murder. None of it is justified. Instead, it flips things and makes us see the story from Michelle's point of view. To her, humans are greedy, selfish, and destructive. And here's what makes it hit even deeper. Even before the reveal, Michelle was already living in a completely different world. She's rich, powerful, untouchable, while Teddy's stuck struggling below. His anger is not just about aliens, it's about power, inequality, and the feeling that people like her control everything. So when we finally learn she's not even human, it just clicks. She's not from Teddy's world. Not socially, not emotionally, not literally. She's from another galaxy, in every sense of the word. So if Michelle is an alien, why does she want to wipe out humanity? Michelle's reason for destroying humanity really come into focus through her talks with Teddy. Earlier in the movie, she confesses to him that aliens have been visiting Earth for ages, and every time they try to help, things went wrong. She even mentions that one of those failed experiments led to Atlantis, which eventually got wiped out. Michelle says that over time, these alien experiments mess with how humans evolved. Instead of becoming more peaceful, people became more violent and selfish. According to her, human aggression is not random. Is the result of evolution taking us down the wrong path. The aliens had been trying for years to fix this, to create a drug that could calm humanity's dark side, but nothing worked. And after seeing Teddy's cruelty, Michelle loses all hope. To her, Teddy becomes proof that humans can't be saved, that no matter how much help they get, they'll always destroy themselves and each other. When she finally decides to wipe out humanity, it's not a victory, it's a tragedy. The movie shows her crying as she does it, proving she still feels something. The final scene shows people dropping dead all over the world. At work, at home, in the streets, and the tone is heartbreaking. It's not about power or revenge anymore, it's about loss. Michelle is not celebrating what she's done. She's mourning it. No, Michelle is not an alien. Maybe Teddy is not just paranoid. He's broken inside, not because he's insane, but because he's been through so much pain. His mom was one of the victims of Michelle's company's drug test, and that trauma never left him. It eats away at him until he falls deep into online conspiracy theories, convinced that all the rich and powerful people running the world are aliens pretending to be human. Believing in aliens and secret plots can feel easier than facing the truth that our world is already been destroyed by greed, pollution, and corruption. And that's what makes the ending so powerful. Michelle is not an alien from another planet. She's something worse. A person with no heart. She's the face of every greedy company that destroys the environment, takes advantage of workers, and smiles while doing it. She represents the kind of power that ruins lives and doesn't care who gets hurt. Teddy's final mission to save the world ends up falling apart, showing that both greed and obsession can destroy not just the world, but the people who try to fix it. In the end, the real monsters are not hiding in the sky. They are walking among us, wearing human faces. Deeper meaning. There's another way to look at Bugonia's ending, and honestly, this one feels the most like Yorgos Lanthimos. It's not really about whether Michelle's an alien or not. What really matters is how cold and heartless she acts, the way she tricks people, runs cruel experiments, and destroys the planet for money. It's so emotionless that she might as well be from another planet. That's the genius of Lanthimos. He doesn't want to give us clear answer. He wants us to think about it, to realize that maybe we don't need aliens to see evil because people can already do awful things, even while smiling in fancy office. The ending kind of feels like a dark joke, like Lanthimos is saying, "You're wondering if she's an alien? Look around. Does it even matter? Whether Michelle's a real alien or just a CEO in heels, the results are the same. The world's falling apart, and the people in charge are pretending everything's fine." Bugonia doesn't end up with big twist. It ends with a mirror. It's showing us that the real monsters are not from space. They are already here. They run companies, they make the rules, and they look just like us. And that's what makes the ending so creepy because it's not about aliens at all. It's about us. So that's Bugonia, a film that's strange, beautiful, and kind of terrifying once you realize what it's really trying to say. Because whether Michelle's an alien or not, the truth destroys us. We don't need visitors from space to destroy the world. We are already doing it ourselves. But here's what I want to know. Do you think Teddy was right all along? Was Michelle truly an alien trying to save humanity? Or just another human pretending to be something bigger? Let me know your comments below and please subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.